With the inauguration of Joe Biden as president, are you depressed? Feel down and out? Feel that the country is lost and can never recover? Congratulations! That is exactly how the enemies of our country want you to feel. Instead, you need to feel reinvigorated to fight this setback to liberty and willing to do as much as you can to save our republic. What we're witnessing today is no different than what the John Birch Society witnessed in 1958 when it was formed. We endured the same battles and smears against us. In fact, the odds against us at the time were 100 to 1. Did we give up? No. Due to the efforts of our organization, the odds steadily improved. What the society experienced in its early years were vicious attacks. We were called every name in the book, including Nazi, KKK, communist, whatever they could get away with. The same enemies that attacked the society back then are now attacking Trump and those that voted for him. What you are witnessing today is nothing compared to what it was in the 1960s and early 70s, except for the internet, which didn't exist at the time. Yet our members persisted and were able to educate the American people. This changed many people's views on certain issues and principles, which started to give the master conspiracy fits. In fact, many elitist publications said that the election of Trump in 2016 was a direct result of the influence of the society. These publications stated or implied that many of Trump's positions were a direct reflection of the propaganda disseminated by JBS members. The propaganda they're referring to is the education of the American people on the proper role of government. We've never taken side in elections or endorsed any particular candidates. We can only take credit for our educational efforts and the effects it may have on our elected officials. The enemies of our country are trying to separate members of the society along with other patriots from mainstream Republicans. The communists and globalists need to get rid of Trump because he has been effectively destroying the movement towards internationalism, the formation of a one-world government. For decades, the John Birch Society has disseminated materials explaining what a one-world government would do to the United States. We also have educated millions of people on the dangers of a national police. This was and continues to be the purpose for our Support Your Local Police and Keep Them Independent campaign. In other words, keep police under the control of local citizens through their local government. We see this battle raging in our streets. Tactics designed to fool the American people into segueing into a national police force. For somebody to do something, anything, including the federal involvement in local police matters. Trump had to go, and they pulled out all of the stops to make this happen. The problems that ensued on January 6th were designed to smear Trump and his followers, designed to get people to abandon the movement towards America first. And many in Congress and elsewhere fell for it. For those of us who've been in this fight for some time recognize the tactics of agents provocateurs to appear to be supporters of one side when they're actually working for the other side to bring about a condition where the patriots are smeared and demoralized. For instance, we've long recommended that people not become involved in situations that can easily lead to violence. Violence works for the other side, not our side. What is happening is the other side is getting desperate and pulling out all of the stops to prevent the collapse of their campaign toward a new world order. The battle is now out in the open, and more people are waking up to the facts that we've been trying to get them to see for over 60 years. Now is the time to enlist more people into our organization who are willing to do something, not just complain or sit in front of their TV sets, or worse, just retreat inward and say it's too late. We can win this war, not through militancy or getting involved in some organization designed to march in the streets, but by educating more and more of our citizens as to the real problems and who is behind them. And more importantly, what the solutions are, and not falling for false solutions designed to misdirect good conservatives. Look, don't do what the other side wants you to do, and that is to give up or get involved with militant organizations that advocate civil war or secession. Either of these two so-called solutions will only lead to the United States' death by weakening our country so that we will not be strong enough to stand up to China or any other strong country. To better understand what's happening right in front of our eyes, I recommend that you order this book, In the Shadows of the Deep State. It will tell you a great deal about the people in politics and the government that have turned their backs on Trump and the America First agenda. Only by building a strong, educated electorate will we save this country. Don't be fooled into believing that we don't have a chance. We do. The millions of people who believe their vote was stolen just need to be directed toward the right solutions. Now is obviously the time to get involved. Join with us.